So your Houston Texans just went into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals 13-9. They held the Bengals without a touchdown, and that's how our defense is supposed to play. Last week was a fluke. Last week was indeed a fluke. Our defense finally stepped up, and they did it playing without Jonathan Joseph for a whole half, and pretty much Kevin Johnson as well for a whole half. Now, Joseph's injury is a shoulder injury. I don't expect him to be out for a significant amount of time. But Kevin Johnson, man, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. ACL, out for the season. It didn't look good. As soon as the play was over, he was pointing at his knee. Boom. Probably out for the season. And this is a situation where it would have been good to keep Boye. But, I mean, it's whatever. The Texans got to win how I predicted they would. And the offense, man, it was bad at times, but when it needed it most, Deshaun Watson executed 2 good drives. One of them did end in a field goal, unfortunately, but mostly due to the fact that DeAndre Hopkins got an offensive pass interference. Had he not gotten that offensive pass interference, I'm pretty sure Deshaun Watson gets that ball into the end zone easily, man. Deshaun Watson did at times look like a rookie. He threw 2 passes that could have been pick sixes. But at times he did show a lot of flashes that he can be a good quarterback for us. I mean, at the end, towards the end of the game, nearing the end of the game, he was capable of identifying the defenses and audibling and all that stuff. There was a few times where, they ran Foreman down the middle and the offensive line was just bad. After Kevin Johnson went down, I was expecting the game to be over, but man, one player that deserves a lot of props, Eddie Pleasant, man. Eddie Pleasant, when the game was on the line, he took over. 3 plays in a row, they targeted Eddie Pleasant, and Eddie Pleasant made the play. He made a good pass deflection. He, of course, made a great open field tackle. And then he didn't really do much in that final 4th down play because Andy Dalton overthrew that. So he didn't do much, but they were still targeting him, and Eddie Pleasant came through for us. He came through. And another guy that you really got to give props to, man, is Jay Prosh. I know a lot of people are like, man, why did they give Jay Prosh that contract? That's why he gave him the contract. Jay Prosh dominated. If it wasn't for Jay Prosh, Deshaun Watson doesn't score that touchdown. Let me just make that clear. So, it does suck that we probably lost Kevin Johnson for the season, and now we only have 2 starting caliber corners, but Zach Cunningham had a good game. Dylan Cole had a pretty good game as well. And man, that Kareem Jackson forced fumble on John Ross, man. And then Clowney just snatches it up out of the air and just takes off. I really wish that could have been a touchdown, but hey, it don't matter, man. We still won the game, just how I predicted. It's the type of game I predicted. This is how the Texans are supposed to play, if we're being real, man. The Texans are not a team that could win a shootout. The Texans are going to beat you defensively, and they're going to try to throw in a few offensive drives here and then, but the defense is what's supposed to do all the heavy lifting, and that's what happened today. And special teams, man. Special teams went back to being special teams. The Bengals started near the 50, pretty much almost every drive but the opening kickoff in the second half. So, special teams needs to get worked out. We do have some players banged up, but now we got a mini bye week with a 10-day break. So hopefully some players can come back healthy, and we gotta do something, find something out about the whole Kevin Johnson situation, because he is probably out for the season, unfortunately, how I've said multiple times. But hey, man, today Deshaun Watson stepped up, Foreman stepped up, Cunningham stepped up, all rookies. So hey, maybe Tristan Day-Kuden can step up for us. Maybe he can be a solid corner. Kareem Jackson did a good job filling in for both Kevin and Joseph. He pretty much shut AJ Green down after. I think he did actually shut him down. I don't think he did anything. And then Hopkins had his drop issues again early in the game, but late in the game, when the game was on the line, Deshaun Watson found Hopkins in multiple occasions, and they were able to execute a 6-minute drive to pretty much nearly end the game. And the defense did the rest. And of course, he had that nasty J.J. Watt hit on that center on the whole lateral bullshit stuff. And J.J. Watt is slowly starting to look like J.J. Watt again. And the offensive line, I thought, did bad at times, but other times it did perform better. And that's mostly probably due to the fact that we have Max in there. Now, if we get Dwayne Brown back in this 10-day break we have before we go to New England, I think our offense could be a lot better. Of course, we get other players back. Our tight ends are going to be back, and word on the street is we're looking at Gary Barnidge. So if he can come in, he can contribute immediately. And who knows where we go from here. So we're 1-1. After Sunday, the Jaguars are going to be 2-0, so we're still going to be a game and a half behind the division, but we're still in it. Had we lost today, man, I was going to have to come out and say it, but if we lost against the Bengals, man, our season would have been over, because I don't think we could go up there to New England, whatever. I'll make a video about that later on, but yeah, good thing we won. Our season was on the line. It literally was this early. And the team came through. The defense came through. Deshaun Watson made some plays. He showed that he was a rookie. But throughout the game, he progressed. And that's good, man. Maybe as the season progresses, Deshaun Watson will be a good quarterback for us, man. So I think that's all I pretty much have for you today, or for tonight, because I wasn't going to release this video tomorrow on Friday, but I'm going to give it to you on Thursday, and I'll probably live stream for you guys Friday night. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.